Good morning, everybody. And yes, it is morning as I go live, and you may see I'm a little lathered up. I just was on my morning run. And on a side note, not sure if any of you are following me, but today is 325 of 325 in a row of at least doing 1 mile. Actually, by the time I'm done with the year, I'm going to try and make it at least 1.5 miles per run. My average time last year was 7:55 or less, and this year I'm right around 7:59, 8:01. So I guess I should say 8 minutes. But today, the reason that I jumped on here is I had a conversation last week with a doc, and it was about marketing and the concern of, as you can see below my name there, is it an investment or is it an expense? Now, I'm going to correlate that back a little bit to today and my run, my 325th run. Is running an investment or an expense? Now, I can tell you I'm 53. I do not every single time enjoy going out and running, but I look at it as though that expense I'm taking in the short term right now is well worth the health investment that I'm going to get in myself, for my family, for my clients, for my future, for my son and his family in the distant future. That's why I see marketing not as an expense, but as an investment. You can look at the expense of it in a short-term component, but the investment of it is a long play. When we look at it from the practice perspective, the reason I say about this doctor is that I've had conversations with this doctor for over a year and a half, and he hasn't, as I would say, pulled the trigger yet. So either number one, he has a tremendous amount of fear he can't get over, or two, I'm not a good salesperson. I'd rather say it's not the number 2 point, because I have ways in which I can absolutely show to him in the month after month after month that he doesn't sign up, that he's losing money and losing new patients, especially to his competition. But his concern is about the money. And I do understand it. I wish I was spending more money at times in my business to market it, because it's critical. But he's concerned about what's happening from the debt ceiling issues. 100% get it from a real estate and or a real estate investment, as well as a practice perspective. Looking at it from what's going to happen with the elections coming next year, completely get it. We know that that is an issue. However, your practice is in a long play position. Your practice is in the investment category versus the expense. You have to consider marketing as an expense today, next month, the following month, absolutely. But as you push out the expense, it will turn around with the return on investment for you. So again, you can't be pulling back. Here's the simple equation in this. If you look at, you're in a community with, let's just say 10 chiropractors, because that's who I am. I was in a community of 10,000 people with the surrounding communities. It's 20. I was in a community with 14 other chiropractors. If I pulled back in marketing, one of those chiropractors is going to jump ahead of me, if not more. So if you're in a community of 10 chiropractors, 10 physical therapists, 20, 30, 40, there's going to be one doctor, one practice that is not going to practice in fear. They're going to look at the long-term return on investment of the expense today of marketing. And I'm sorry to say this so bluntly, they are going to kick your ass. You can't put it in any other way. If you're not willing to do hard equity, getting out there and running like I did this morning, 325 days in a row, knocking on people's doors, doing healthcare fairs, if that's what you want to do, bringing donuts to dentists, to physicians, to physical therapists, to do what we would call guerrilla marketing. If you're not doing those types of marketing, are you going to have somebody else do some type of new patient lead generation for you? If you don't, and you contract and pull back and get tight, what type of a muscle would you rather work on? One that's warm, elongated, supple, that you can strip through it easily, or one that's got a knot in it? Which one takes more of an expense of your ATP? One that's short and contracted. If you take that attitude moving forward in the future, you are going to lose. You're going to lose to another physician, physical therapist, chiropractor, podiatrist, medical doctor, massage therapist. You're going to lose to someone in your community. I guarantee it. Now, if everybody contracts and pulls back, there's still going to be one person that's doing the pillars of chiropractic from a hands-on perspective that's very good at what he or she does. And that's a good thing. However, you can have the best chiropractor hands-on, and you can have another chiropractor that's very good. But if the other chiropractor that's very good hands-on, that's a better marketer, that doctor will win over you hands down every time. There's no way you can't see that and understand that the best marketer wins. So again, times are tumultuous at this point. We don't really know what's going to happen. We don't necessarily know what's going to happen moving forward. But what will happen for sure is somebody in your community is going to understand the importance of marketing and getting ahead of everybody else. Will that be you, or will you fall behind a competitor in your community? So from our practice leverage method that we speak about often, are you number one in your community from a Google Maps perspective? So if somebody, again, I'm going to talk about a chiropractor, if somebody searches for a chiropractor near me and you're 5 miles away, are you showing up, or do you only show up if you're sitting in your office? If that's the case, you're losing patients to a potential competitor. Do you have more reviews and more frequent and more recent than any of your competitors? Do you have a website that's generating leads for you? We love a website that has a little chat form on it, especially one that's just all automated. It's one that actually has you with the video on it talking. And I'm going to do a video about our Grow Bubble again soon, because I think it's so critical to do that. And then the next one is, what are you doing from a social media perspective? I tell people all the time, if you have 52 ideas of what chiropractic is to you and to the public, of what physical therapy is to you and to the public, you have a weekly show for an entire year. And it just takes commitment like this, getting on and doing it. If you can't do that, and somebody in your community is, you're going to lose to them every single day. So again, my name is Dr. Derek Barron. I'm with Practice Insider's Edge and our Grow platform. We are here to help you grow and scale your practice to the next level, because we want to have you achieve success on so many levels. Please understand, in order to get a return on your investment of marketing, you must first expend that money. You must lay some money out, or lay out some guerrilla marketing tactics of you going out and doing the hard work. So thank you for your time. If you have any input on this, please feel free to put it in the comments below. If you have any questions, add them in the comments. If you'd like assistance with this, just put the word investments below and I'll get back in touch with you. Have yourself a fantastic week. Enjoy the start of the summer as we hit June here. And I wish you all a fantastic day and a fantastic week. Take care. Bye for now.